Hey there, beautiful earth angels. Elvia here of angelsteach.com for a Messages from the Angels reading for the month of July. It's been a while since I've done readings. Actually, January when I did the Wheel of the Year is the last time I actually did readings here. And I've been guided to share just briefly why I've been a little less present in the land of doing this kind of thing in the public. And so much, as I'm sure you all know, I know you all know, is going on in the world right now. And I've just really needed to be in that space of deep guidance, especially with all these planets in retrograde really inviting us to go deep inside. And so I've needed a lot of extra space and a lot of extra processing time and just needing to regroup. So wanted to share that with you because my sense, the message I'm getting is that some of you are resisting the need to do that, because it is a need to allow that extra downtime and to be a hermit when you need to be a hermit, and to be gentle with yourself. You know, now more than ever, we have to be doing what it takes to really take care of ourselves and to be aligned with truth. Energy's insisting on it, so no other options here really, not if we're going to stay in a space of peace. So what I'm going to invite you to do is to choose one of the following images. I have 3 photographs to share with you, 3 things that happened this morning. And so I'm not going to tell you what they are, because I want you really leaning into that faith muscle with your angels. So is it number 1, number 2, or number 3 that has the message for you? Again, 1, 2, or 3. For those of you who chose number 1, this is your image. It's this sweet little coffee mug that I bought in Jerome, Arizona last fall. And the message for you is making the everyday sacred. I love this mug, and I'm actually teased in our household for the Elvia mugs and the Elvia glasses that I have. There's only like 2 or 3 mugs that nobody else can use. And it's because they're sacred to me. And you know, it's kind of a thing in our household. But suffice to say that it's one of the ways that I make the ordinary sacred, my morning cup of coffee sacred. And so if you chose number 1, this is about finding ways in your life to make ordinary experiences, daily experiences, sacred. You know, we're all spending a lot more time in our homes than usual, and you know, there's more of a magnifying glass on what we do day to day, whether it's folding the laundry, unloading the dishwasher, reading a book, taking a walk in the neighborhood, whatever it is that you're doing, and doing with this ongoing repetition day by day by day. What makes it special is staying out of that space of, oh my God, this is my daily routine, it's getting boring, it's getting too repetitive. You change that up by making it sacred and making it special. So finding those ways to really allow that sacredness in everyday life. That is the task for you, number 1 folks here. So I just have to add one quick little PS to this message for you, number 1 folks. There's a reflection that you'll see in the coffee mug here, and it was an angel moment. It was an angel moment because it came up in the picture, but it didn't show when I was actually looking at the mug. Not before, not after. And you know, it just, for me, underscores this message and shows us how when we look at something as sacred, our angels are so clearly present with us. And of course they always are, but they just show up in a more sparkling kind of way. It's magical. If you chose number 2, this cute little guy has a message for you. I was getting up to walk towards the house from our little sitting area outside, and this chipmunk was climbing from vine to vine, branch to branch, and came over right near me and was right up ahead, and he was having so much fun. And the message here, because what came into my head immediately was, he's up his tree. He's a little nuts. And what do chipmunks do? Of course, they store, like squirrels, they store nuts, they gather things, they prepare, but they also have a lot of fun. And I don't know if this is the same chipmunk, but we do have one that lives on our property who will often come up and really kind of want to play, really want to interact. And when I was researching about chipmunks online for this, communication is part of it. And of course, you may have heard chipmunks, they make sort of a chattering kind of noise. So they are known for communication. So if you chose number 2, the message is about communicating a little more boldly. You may even seem like you're up a tree, but we're all being called to be a little more bold with who we are and outspoken with what we know to be our truth. Mars is in Aries right now and will be through the end of the year into January, and it's a time of action. Now, of course, it always, always, always has to be guided action, and what we communicate has to be from that space of love, not confrontation, because Aries, of course, can be rather aggressive energy. But this isn't about being aggressive in a forceful way. It's about being certain. It's about being confident. It's about insisting on what is your truth, which may sometimes feel like you're up in a tree, or other people might think of you that way. So I wanted to just share this quote that I shared with my Living with the Angels people the other day, because this nails it on the head. This is actually from Paulo Coelho, and he wrote Warrior of the Light. And his quote is, "The warrior knows that he is free to choose his desires, and he makes these decisions with courage, detachment, and sometimes with just a touch of madness." I love that. Because I think sometimes when we are really in that space of boldness and speaking our truth, that other people don't expect it. And so they can think that we're a little up the tree. But that's okay, because what really matters is that you are being you, and that you're speaking your truth, and that you're aligned with Source. That's the only thing that matters. So give yourself permission to be up that tree. And finally, for you number 3 folks, this is the image for you. It's this sweet little violet that I stumbled upon this morning. I've been weeding our stone walkway, and we have a lot of crabgrass, as I know a lot of people do, and I can't bring myself to spray it. I just go the old-fashioned route and weed it on my hands and knees. And as I was scanning the walkway this morning, and I've walked by this many, many times, I saw this sweet little violet just peeking out. This is very zoomed in, and it's not a great picture, but I'm sure you can capture the essence of it and the energy. And I knew that it was this nugget about what we pull out, what we're letting go of, this enormous healing that we're all really part of, not just on a collective level, but of course each of us personally. This whole world situation is bringing up all kinds of healing opportunities for us. And so this is a message about, as we're doing that, we're pulling out those weeds, those things that no longer serve, that this is what's revealed, this beautiful, precious violet. And as I was doing a little research on what violets represent, one of the things, and I think this is so lovely, is that in the Middle Ages, monks used to call this the herb of the Trinity, because it has so pronounced the colors of purple and green and yellow. And it's also actually associated with the Mother Mary, and has a lot around faith and spirituality and really connecting with the divine. So it's a very powerful little flower in, it's a pretty tiny little package, but it's a powerful little message. So if you chose this, chances are you've been deep in some healing. And this is just a message that, there's really wonderful, wonderful things that are part of this healing that are coming to the surface, or may have already come to the surface, actually. So you will know that. Your angels will help you understand that. But I keep hearing hope. So, which is actually a word that I don't use a whole lot because I prefer faith and I prefer trust. But I'm hearing hope. So this is a message of hope for you. So there you have it. There's your messages from the angels for the month of July 2020. It's an intense time. Be gentle with yourselves. Trust your guidance. Really lean into faith. Really lean into your angels and know how deeply loved you are. And I pray that this has given you exactly what you need. So much love. Be blessed. Be well. See you soon.